Okay, was it just me, or did it sound like the voice actor of James just went nuts during his rap? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, episode 115 of the Sun and Moon anime just dropped, and it is titled The Emperor of Destruction, Guzma. That means Guzma finally appears in the anime. How did the episode go? Well, let's find out. The episode begins with Ash training with Corkscrew Crash and getting through a bunch of boards. Pikachu is successful in going through all the boards, and Ash and his friends are excited for him. This means that Pikachu can now use electric, normal, and steel Z type moves. A little foreshadowing for the future maybe, when Softly says that he wants to try a Z move after seeing Ash and Pikachu. Maybe in the future, especially with what happens after in the episode, maybe we'll see it. Then Professor Oak comes up to them and tells them to get ready to go to Kukui's event, where Kukui's making an important announcement. The event is taking place in the Aether Foundation. When Ash and Ko get there, it seems like it's a bigger event than they thought, since there's press all around. Burnett spots them and they come over and sit down. Anna comes from the back and is getting ready to announce something. Also, during this, they have a little shot of Shaman sneezing, which is strangely adorable. Also, what happened to Pikachu here? Looks like he gained all that weight from the first season back. Anyway, she introduces Kukui and he announces that they've decided to hold an Alolan League. Yay! He explains what the league is. It's basically a tournament to see who's the strongest in Alola. He says more than being a champion though, it's about people being able to work together with their Pokemon to help them grow. Everyone's watching this announcement live, including Gladion and Team Rocket. Just like Team Rocket says, this means that whoever wins the inaugural championship will become the first champion of Alola. Hearing that, Jessie says that even she wants to participate now and become the first ever champion of Alola. Kukui then announces that the Island Kings and Queens have approved this and brings them out. Basically, instead of how it's in the game where the league takes place in Mount Lanakila, they said that that used to be a tradition back in the days. Now that's basically being brought back in the form of a league where anyone can participate. While they're announcing this, Togedemaru yawns and that causes all the other Pokemon to yawn, including myself. They show the construction of the building and Kukui almost gives away his identity as a Master Royal in the excitement, but he's able to save himself. A bit of time passes and the press is left, leaving just our heroes there. They're talking to each other and both Ash and Kiawe are obviously fired up for the league. Even Lana and Softly says that they're willing to participate, while Mallow and Lily are still thinking about it. And it'll be interesting to see if we get all of them in the league, and if they do, how it's gonna be. We then cut to Po Town, where Team Skull's main base is located. All the grunts are laying around when Guzma and Plumeria come in the house, and they're welcomed in by a rap number from one of the Skull grunts.
俺の家族はスカルダンラップが生きがいいけてるやんみんなと一緒に刻むぜリズム胸に抱くぜグズマイズムせい声高らかにレッツゴー日曜夕方6時をチェックしろ
Guzma asks his grunts how they're doing, and the three grunts from Alola come up behind Guzma and Plumeria and tell them about the news of the Pokemon League opening. They tell him that the Island Kings are on it and that they're talking about it on TV. So Tup, one of the Skull members, goes to open the TV to show the news, but the TV doesn't seem like it's working. That's until another grunt karate chops the TV into working. That was great. In the news broadcast, they basically showed the announcement from earlier, and we also cut to Kukui's house where him, Burnett, and Ash are watching the TV as well. Ash asks if the Masked Royal will participate, and Kukui kind of changed the subject, saying, oh, I don't know, he's a mysterious person. They then show additional footage of the Island Kings and Queen answering some questions, where we get the confirmation that the Island Kings and Queens are going to act as the referees for the matches. We then cut back to Guzma, who's looking at Hala, who's talking, and he seems upset. He says that he's going to destroy the Pokemon League, and tells his grunts to get ready to head to Melee Island. The next day, Ash is running along the beach with his Pokemon, training for the league. Then in the city, Team Rocket are looking at a poster of the league announcement, and Jessie says that she wants to train for the league and become the first league champion. However, they're interrupted by Team Skull Grunts, who are back in Melee Island. It's Tup, Zip, and Rap, followed behind by Guzma and Plumeria. The three grunts are rapping as they're approaching Team Rocket, so Jessie takes this as a sign that they want a rap battle, so they start rapping their motto. This is great. I like it when Team Rocket changes up how they say their motto every now and then, so this is unexpectedly great. Team Skull challenges them to a fight, but instead, Guzma comes up behind them and says that if they're excited about the league, he's gonna take them on all by himself. The grunts tell Team Rocket that he's known as the Emperor of Destruction, and Team Rocket and him get ready to battle. Who's that Pokemon? It's Wobbuffet! An explosion with smoke on the background can be seen, and it seems Team Rocket has been handily defeated. Stuffle comes up from behind some pipes, and they're carried away everywhere. We cut to the Pokemon school where our heroes and Kukui are in class about to discuss the Pokemon League when they hear Team Skull outside. They call out Kukui and he tells the kids to stay in class. he's gonna go take care of it. He comes up to confront them, but he hears the voice of Guzma. Ash and Co come down and Plumeria challenges Kukui for a battle. He doesn't just want to battle Kukui, he wants to destroy Kukui. Guzma says that while he understands why Kukui wants to get rid of some of these old stuffy traditions, he doesn't like the Pokemon League because he already knows he's the best trainer in Alola. Kukui tells him to basically stop talking and back it up, but Guzma refuses, saying that he's here to destroy the Pokemon League by destroying Kukui. Kukui says, "You've never changed, Guzma," which implies a history between the two men. I wonder if we're ever gonna find out, or it's just gonna be one of those things that is talked about but is never shown. Hearing all this though, Ash challenges Guzma to a battle. Guzma sees that Ash has a Z-Ring, and Ash reminds him of Kukui, so he accepts his challenge. Kukui tells Ash not to, but Ash tells Kukui please, and he looks confident, so Kukui allows it. Guzma says that before he destroys Kukui, he wants to destroy everyone he loves, which is why he accepted the battle. That means the battle is on. Ash chooses Pikachu and Guzma chooses Golisopod. Golisopod starts with first impression, and then Ash goes in with the Iron Tail, which hardly does anything. Golisopod then uses Pin Missile, and Ash counters with Electro Web followed by a Thunderbolt, but Golisopod just shrugs it off. Ash then uses the Steelium Z move, but again Golisopod just kinda blocks him and uses Liquidation on Pikachu. By the way, the animation in this is awesome. Ash then uses Quick Attack, but Guzma uses Poison Jab and poisons Pikachu. Ash then tries to use Iron Tail, but Golisopod counters it with Pin Missile, and everyone watching is wincing since Pikachu's really hurt bad. Ash then uses Quick Attack and gets a clean hit on Golisopod, and you can kinda see that Guzma's getting visibly frustrated that he can't seem to just destroy Ash. Then Golisopod looks at Pikachu for a second and then just returns to the ball. Guzma says that Pikachu was too weak and that Golisopod just got bored of battling him, so that means Guzma forfeits. But as Team Skull is walking away, Pikachu collapses from the poison and Ash notices it. Kiawe throws Ash a Pecha Berry and Ash feeds it to Pikachu. Guzma then says, "See how Z moves are useless?" and Plumeria tells Ash that he should join Team Skull instead of hanging out with Kukui. Then, Guzma says that the Pokemon League will be nothing but schoolyard fights between the weaklings and that he'll destroy the league. As Guzma's leaving, Kukui confronts him, telling him, "Are you just gonna run away like you did for your island pilgrimage and from the Island King?" And that makes Guzma very upset. Guzma says that whatever, he's done, and that Ash changed his mind about destroying Kukui, basically implying that he's gonna destroy the league instead of trying to destroy Kukui, and leaves. Back in Team Skull's house, and Guzma's thinking over what Kukui said and punches the wall while thinking about it. And that's the end of the episode. Kind of a downer ending, really. The after credit scene is Pikachu practicing his Iron Tail and Ash gets hit in the face with it. There's a lot of exposition in this episode, which there needed to be. They had to explain the league since this place doesn't really have gyms, and it's not like a traditional league where you have to get the 8 gym battles before you can participate in the league. Guzma and Team Skull. Man, there's a story behind that. Specifically with Kukui, him and Guzma seem to have a past because not only did he call him out, but his words seem to affect Guzma the most. Guzma's a character who seems to not like the new way of things like the league, but he also doesn't seem to like the old way of things like the Island Trials. So I wonder if he's gonna have a similar backstory to the games. It'll be interesting to watch.
Also, and I forgot to talk about this, is I'm really excited for the rest of the other classmates also saying that they want to fight in the league. I didn't think that was going to be a thing, so hearing that a few more of them are going to be in the league, that is very interesting, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do and how they're going to go about giving everyone else some extra Pokemon, or having them either bow out of the league or join the league. It'll be interesting to watch.
I like this fight in this episode, like I said earlier. I don't know how I feel about shrugging off Z-move and Thunderbolt. I mean, I understand they want to show how strong he is, but Ash's Pikachu is also no joke. It was able to hurt an Ultra Beast and Guzzlord with its Thunderbolt, so shrugging it off seems strangely inconsistent. And same with the Z move. But the choreography in this fight was great. A lot of dynamic shots, which is good to see, but the last major battle Ash had, the one against Hapu, was very static in movement. So that one was more about strategy. This one was more about power. In that sense, Ash got mollywopped. He's only got one hit in. That's nuts. He never gets destroyed like that, so seeing him get destroyed is kind of surprising. Also, just like Mallow, Lily, and Lana, I too was wincing. But then again, the show did a good job making you question, did Guzma leave because he genuinely thought Ash was weak, or was he frustrated that he couldn't destroy Ash and that his Pokemon retreated because of that? It's a good way to keep the mystery behind him. A lot of things were set up here, so I can't wait to see where this goes. Next episode, we might be going into a different mini-arc for a while, as it seems Lily will not only get a Z-Ring, but also have a Magernia and do something with it. So, we'll see, is this the beginning of the Moan rescue arc? Who knows? I guess we'll find out in the next episode. But anyways, that's it for my Pokemon Sun and Moon episode review. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at TheRealPDGaming, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.